Hey everybody, it's Erin Lloyd from Transformational Tech Support, transforming your business dreams into reality. I help conscious, heart-centered, and/or spiritual solopreneurs, creatives, freelancers, business owners, entrepreneurs to attract their dream clients, customers, and cash and quantum leap their businesses without selling out or losing their souls, with more ease, joy, and fun and freedom and flow than they ever thought possible, so that they can transform the world like they came here to do. And I do that as a client attraction specialist and as an intuitive business coach. My background is also in media communications. I'm a web and graphic designer, branding and online marketing consultant. I'm also a holistic wellness coach, which is relevant. I'm also a certified healing facilitator, which is also surprisingly relevant. I'm also a certified instant miracle coach, also relevant. And why would those things be relevant if you're a business coach and a client attraction specialist? Because my approach to business is the same as it is to anything, and that is a holistic approach. Why? Because it's part of a comprehensive holistic business breakthrough system that I have and use that is comprehensive and thorough, yet fun and easy. I'm all about doing business with more ease, joy, and fun than you ever thought possible, right? So it's a framework, a flexible, fluid framework, but a framework nonetheless, and it's incredibly potent. It's transformative, and because it's so comprehensive and transformative and thorough and fun, it helps you to skyrocket your success and your results. Okay, I'm also a certified rapid results coach. That's what I forgot to mention. And yeah, so it really helps you to get the results for your business that you're after a lot quicker and easier. So I'm kind of like one-stop shopping, but in a good way, not in a Walmart sort of way, but in a more high-end kind of way, like an old-fashioned high-end department store, where you don't need a separate mindset coach if you work with me. You don't need a separate strategy coach if you work with me. You don't need a separate money coach if you work with me. You don't need a separate marketing coach if you work with me. I do all of it in one. Oh, but Erin, what about inner game stuff and mindset? I just said you don't need a separate mindset coach because we include that as part of the holistic approach. So how is me being a certified instant miracle coach and a certified healing facilitator relevant? Because again, everything is energy and we're taking a holistic approach. So we're including your conscious mindset, yes, but also your subconscious, also your energy being. Every human being has its own energy field. Science has finally caught up and proven this, what mystics have been saying for eons. Your emotions. Okay, so we've got your conscious and subconscious minds, your emotional body, your energetic body, and let's not forget your physical body. Yes, we use that in your business. How, Erin, is that connected, and what does that have to do with today's training? We're not going to go into what that's about on today's training. Just know that it helps you to get the result you're intending to create and experience and receive and allow quicker and easier than you could ever imagine. And that should suffice, hopefully pique your curiosity, and that should suffice for the time being. So, what does the healing have to do with it? Well, about 93% of success is inner game stuff. A lot of people think inner game stuff is just conscious mindset. Again, it's not. It's conscious mindset and subconscious stuff and emotional stuff and energetic stuff and physical stuff. Okay? And as I said, everything that's energy has consciousness. Now, not in the way that a sentient being like a human being has, but it still has its own consciousness. And that includes your businesses. Okay? They're just energy too, as I've said. So yes, being a certified healing facilitator allows me to help you with your inner game stuff, of which again, about 93% of success is inner game stuff. Now, okay, Erin, what about the other remaining approximately 7% of outer game stuff? Because if it's not inner, it's got to be outer, right? Right. So that would be strategy, messaging, marketing, branding, action, implementing, right? And yes, I help you with the outer stuff too, the outer game and the inner game. It's a marriage of what I like to call the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Okay? And I'm your girl, I'm your woman, I'm your business coach for all of that. So, if that sounds interesting to you, I have ways to work with me. Currently, they're just one-on-one. However, that's what works best for me at this time and the way I'm choosing to work with people at this time. And I have 2 different ways to work with me one-on-one, but I will cover that more later. So, let me take a drink of water. If you haven't had any, I would recommend that you pause the video and get some as well. Most of us are chronically dehydrated. Okay, what does me being, in case anyone's wondering, a holistic wellness coach have to do with everything? Pretty much the same thing. You may have chronic health problems interfering with your ability to do business, for instance, or pain, right? And you may not. If you're lucky and fortunate, then you don't. Either way, it all crosses over because everything's energy, everything is connected. So there is a crossover, and it actually does help you. In fact, if you followed my page for a while, you'll see I have hashtag transformational tools and hashtag holistic solutions. And as you can see here on the cover photo, before I change it, it says holistic solutions for your body, mind, soul, and business. Because again, we're taking that holistic approach to business. And so the more we can include your body and mind and emotions and energy and your business all with what you're intending to create and experience in your business, the quicker and better and more effective your actions are going to be. But we work from the inside out, from the inner game, and then the outer game stuff. So money mindset issues, check, got it. Conscious mindset issues, fears, limiting and negative beliefs that are holding you back in your business, like fears of public speaking, fears of getting visible, fears of being judged by others, too many ideas, right? I can help you with all of it. Funnels, email marketing, it's part of messaging and marketing, and I do that in an inspired and intentional way. So if that sounds good to you, come to my business page. You don't see it on the screen now because I'm logged in as an administrator, so we don't see the message button because why would I need to message myself? However, when you come and visit my page, Transformational Tech Support on Facebook, you should be able to see a message button at the top of the page, and you can send me a message that way if you're interested in working and playing with me in my Quantum Leap Your Business one-on-one coaching program. Okay, so let's take a breath together. No, or apparently an instant miracle. By the way, if you're new to me, I don't always know what the instant miracles are for or who they're for. You may or may not feel anything, and that's just fine. I do send them intentionally also. They're a healing breath that comes through either as a deep breath or a series of yawns. As you can hear on this recording so far, they're coming through as yawns. And they are tremendously effective at helping you with the inner game of business, right? So it may seem woo-woo, but it's actually grounded in science, in particular quantum physics. And do you have to believe it'll work for it to work? No. Do you have to be religious for it to work? No. They're called instant miracles, but they're not actually religious. Does it help if you have an open, curious mind about it, like Einstein had a curious mind? Yeah, absolutely. Like most things in life, right? So yeah, you don't always, not everybody feels energy. I've been studying holistic health, healing, and wellness and various energy healing techniques and certified and trained in them for many, many years. Actually a couple decades now, and I still very rarely actually feel energy. So sometimes I'll receive, the instant miracles sometimes come through spontaneously. For instance, on the couple that have come through so far on this training that I wasn't expecting to come through. So in those cases, I don't always know who or what it was for, but you may have had some doubts, or maybe you were stressed out, and maybe you stop and take a breath down and you're like, oh, you know what? Since Erin did that funny yawn, I actually feel more relaxed or less stressed or more clear. I'm one of the I excel at many things here in business as a coach and a client attraction specialist. One of them is helping clients transform fear into love or peace. That's one of my favorites. Because whatever you're afraid of, judgment, failure, success, yes, you can be afraid of success, not making it after all, etc., etc., does hinder you in your business. That's common, it's natural, it's normal. You're not alone. Also, every time you want to up level and grow in your business, that's when new challenges suddenly arise out of nowhere, seemingly. And they bring with them oftentimes frustrations, doubts, more fears. They trigger insecurities we might have thought we were over or didn't realize we had or weren't aware of. So I help with all that inner game stuff and through all these different things. Sorry for these notifications popping up. Hang on. Okay, so I've digressed a bit there, but it was important because it's come to my attention lately that I haven't been letting you guys know how I can help you and your business to quantum leap your business as much as would be beneficial to you all lately. So I've been trying to be more intentional about letting you know that and doing it more and more. Okay, so anyhow, in a separate video training, we're going to be covering your Facebook business page's profile, pic, and cover photo and how to optimize those to help you attract your dream, oh my goodness gracious with these, your dream clients, customers, and cash, right? So in this case, we're optimizing the About page. So on the left menu bar, yours may be in a different place. It may not be. Your menu bar may not be on the left, especially if you're viewing it on a mobile device. And even its place on the menu, it might not say About at the top or where mine is. That's okay. Don't freak out. Just find the About tab on your menu bar of your Facebook business page and click it. Okay, let me see here. Okay, I had to minimize the screen, not minimize it. Adjust the size of the way the screen is appearing in this browser window. So the font may have gotten a little bit smaller for you all. So in the About section, you can see that it has a general section here. Oh, you know what? Let me I use a giant television as a computer monitor, you guys, and when I'm watching something on the internet, like a movie or a show, I oftentimes have to turn the brightness up. So there, I made it, I increased the contrast, so hopefully you can see this a little better. But okay, so we're in the About section. From the About tab on my business page, you can go to your own. You'll see General, and in mine you can see the main category. It says is Business Consultant. But watch, I'm going to click the Edit button. You can choose more than one category. So I actually have Coach on here too. It's just not the first in the list, and Facebook only shows you the first one in the list and shows your visitors that also, so keep that in mind. They didn't have a business coach as a category for some reason. Facebook needs to get with the times, y'all. So name, it has the name of my page at the moment. Oh god, because I do need to edit that name to my new tagline. It has the username, your at, blah blah blah, page name with no spaces. It has some business info. Like if you come to my page right now and you click About, you won't see edit business details, right? Or all of these edit things because you're not the page administrator, I am. But you will see business consultant, you will see the name of my page, etc. Personal interests, I put holistic business. Let's see, is this information button working? No. Okay. You'll see a way to message me on Facebook Messenger. You'll see my email address, or yours if you have one. Mine's Erin at transformationaltechsupport.com. You'll see a website link if you have one. Once you do have a website, remember to come back to this About section and update it. Okay. Then you'll see a mini, what I like to call a mini About under this More Info section here. And let me magnify this. Okay, so in my mini section, which I need to well, I don't need to. I want to update it to look a little more pretty, a little cooler. Right now it's just plain text. As you can see, it says I help conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and business owners attract their dream clients, customers, and cash without selling their souls so they can transform the world with more ease, joy, and fun than they ever thought possible. And then it has my name, Erin Lloyd. Okay. There's some other things you can edit here. As you can see, add menu. It has the fork and knife icon. Well, I'm not a restaurant, so I don't need to add a menu. So if you have a restaurant, please add your menu. Take advantage of that opportunity. Okay. But the section I really want to show you is optimizing this, what they call story section today. Okay. So as you can see here, or not, okay, earlier it was showing the whole graphic for Quantum Leap Your Biz, and now it's got the top of it cut off, lopped off. Thanks Facebook for that. That's real helpful when I'm making a video training now. So now it just says Leap Your Biz over here on the right. But this is the section we're going to focus on optimizing today. So let's get to it. You're going to want to click or tap on that section where it says My Story or Our Story. Facebook changed everybody's to say that sometime in the last year, I do believe, maybe the last 6 months to a year. So it's sort of like if you ever wrote a note on your Facebook personal profile, aka timeline. It's sort of like the opportunity to write your story as kind of like a note to people who visit your page. So they will let you update a graphic, but only a landscape oriented horizontal graphic or image. And they will let you type a document, which is as close as you're going to get with Facebook to having any options to edit the fonts and the styling of instead of the boring looking text. So they'll let you include emojis, as you can see. They'll let you include links, well, regular posts do as well, but they'll let you add a photo, etc. So I want to first invite you to really consider, and I can help you with this if we work and play together. I don't recommend you do DIY everything yourself. These are just some quick tips to help you now and again. But really, for implementing this, or any tips I share, it's best if you work with someone like myself or with me directly, because we can get you clear on your specific business needs, right? Because I'm talking to many of you, and you may all have be heart-centered, conscious, and spiritual business owners or entrepreneurs. However, you each have your own separate types of business. So my coaching is customized for the particular business owner. So your needs may differ from somebody else who's watching this training's needs. And so it's best to work with me for a customized approach. Okay, so these are just general tips that hopefully can apply to your business. So let's say that your messaging, your marketing, your strategy, your branding has all been created and is correct and optimal already for your particular business. Okay? And you're clear on everything related to that. Then you can come in here to this My Story, Our Story section, note-like section of your business page. Click or tap on it, and then add a horizontal, aka landscape-oriented image, photograph, or graphic that will be at the top that will represent your business and what you want it to represent. Okay? So they let you do that. Usually it will either be blank, or they might put in a recommended photo from your page. Usually it's blank, but you can click to edit the story up here at the top right. And then they will let you add an image. I'm going to remove that image. So usually when you get started, it might look like this at the top. Drag or click to add a photo. So I'm going to click it. And I'm going to choose one. Let's do Claire and Jamie just for fun. Where are my Outlander peeps at? If you enjoy the Outlander series on Stars, then you know who Claire and Jamie are. They're real, what are they, couple goals, hashtag couple goals, relationship goals. So the Stars Network put out a Facebook post one day with this picture, and they said, what did they say? Something like be resilient like Claire and Jamie. I don't know, it was funny, and I decided to share it to this business page to have some fun and be lighthearted. Remember, ease, joy, and fun. So that's why this image was already in my image library for this page to choose from. So just for fun, because we can get a nice horizontal grab of this photo. See how you can't see where I'm clicking on my mouse, but I'm basically clicking my left mouse button and holding it down, and then you can drag the image around depending on how large the image you're working with is. Okay, obviously I don't just want the horse hooves. I want Claire and Jamie for fun. So I have the image where I want it. Hang on. So let's say this best represents my business and how I help you, this image. So I choose it. I make sure it's properly sized. I adjust the size, okay? And then I can scroll down to this section. So here you can edit this section. You won't already have a title there. See, it says title. Facebook put that word title there. Can you see it? It's in gray. So Facebook knows this is the name of my page, so it put my page's logo here and the name of my page here, and it knows that it's now Saturday, October 13th, where I am, 2018, so it's automatically put that date information in for me. It's not allowing me to edit that section, so don't drive yourself nuts trying to edit this name and logo and date section. That's not editable. So put in the title, either your business's title or the objective you've decided with your coach, like myself, that is best for your business objectives at that moment, right? So for me, I really want to let you know I can help you quantum leap your biz, okay? And I wanted to draw visual attention, so I chose to use the lightning bolt emojis. In case you're wondering why I call it Quantum Leap Your Business, again, it's a holistic approach, and we include the energetic realms or levels, right? The subatomic, aka quantum levels of energy. So when we do that, at those levels, there is no such thing as time and space. They used to say the quickest thing in the universe was the speed of light, but actually at the quantum or subatomic levels of energy, where everything's basically one unified field of energy, all connected, there is no time and space there. That's an illusion, and things happen as quickly as the speed of thought or the speed of intention. By the way, related note, I recommend highly that you read the late great Dr. Wayne Dyer's book, The Power of Intention. Okay, so because there's no emoji for the speed of intention, I decided the next best thing would be these bright yellow lightning bolt emojis, and to just use them to grab attention. So, Quantum Leap Your Biz, exclamation point, is what I decided to entitle this note for the about section or story section of my business page. Do I always recommend you use emojis? Not for everything, and not every other word, okay? Some of us may have, whether you're a guy or a woman, man or woman, male or female, may think emojis are a little kid-like, or you may, without realizing it, but it's a chauvinistic attitude, think it's just something girls do, especially younger girls and women. It's not. I've seen men, grown-ass men, use emojis too. Emojis don't discriminate, so we shouldn't either, right? So, and that's as political as this is going to get, just for fun. But yeah, yes, in this day and age of online marketing, Emojis do have their place, and I highly recommend that if you haven't considered using them in your business marketing efforts, that you start playing around with it, with what feels good for you, what's going to resonate with your dream clients and or customers, and what's going to, we need some relevancy as well. I just explained the relevancy of the lightning bolt emojis to the title of my program, Quantum Leap Your Business Intuitive Coaching and Healing Program, where I work one-on-one with you, right? So I've just explained the relevancy. But oftentimes people who don't know that quantum means subatomic levels and don't know that time and space don't exist there at those levels of blah blah, and the speed of intention being the fastest, even faster than light, blah blah, they don't have to know that to get what Quantum Leap Your Biz means. Most people know that means take a huge giant leap forward, right? So, and then lightning usually means super fast lightning speed to people. So I didn't have to tell everybody this title means da 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 at the energetic or subatomic levels. I'm just telling you so you have more ideas, and I had the opportunity to elaborate here. But the point is, it's relevant. So intentionally, strategically utilize emojis. That's your golden nugget for this part of the training. Okay, so you can see here, I decided to tell you basically what I told you at the beginning in the intro of this training. I help conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and business owners attract their dream clients, customers, and cash, blah, 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 blah. So I want to invite you to look at your screen now. If you have looked away, this is a training where you do need to look at the screen. So we've got the image, we've got the Quantum Leap Your Business title with the emojis, right? And then we've got an intro paragraph of who I help and what I do. Why? Because if you see Quantum Leap Your Biz, and you know that's a nickname for business, and you know you're a business owner or do business, that makes sense to you, right? If you're not a business owner or you don't do business, and you're not an aspiring entrepreneur or business owner, then you'll know right away, oh, this is for business peeps. That doesn't have anything to do with me. Maybe I'll tell somebody I know who owns a business or wants to own a business or whatever about it. But for now, I know this is not my page. I don't need to be on this page. It's not for me or about me. It tells you right then and there who this is for. Basically, biz means business. So if you're not in business, you don't need to be on this page. Okay? All right, so let's go back since we're up here and choose a different photo image, even though Jamie and Claire were super fun from Outlander. So this graphic I have is actually too large to fit this landscape-oriented cover photo section of this note for my story for this business page. So clearly I need to redo it and go from there. So basically I knew part of this image for now was going to be cut off. I could have just let it say Quantum Leap and show you this part. But you can quantum leap anything in life. Your relationship, your life itself, your health, right? Your money flows. I can help you with that too as part of business. So I could have left it like this, right? Quantum Leap title says Quantum Leap Your Biz. And this graphic shows the woman jumping and says Quantum Leap. However, I wanted biz or business in the frame, literally in the frame. So since I couldn't fit the whole thing in the screen at once for the time being, I've decided one of our mantras, if you're a recovering perfectionist or current perfectionist like I am, one of the mantras that I've been using for the past few years that's really helped has been progress beats perfection, and the other one is good enough. So, is it perfect? No, perfect's an illusion anyway. Is it ideally how I want it? No. For the time being, is it good enough? Yeah. I just have to be more strategic and intentional with it the way it is for the moment. So I decided to put Leap Your Biz in the frame instead. Why? Because it has some indication of business in this graphic. And it may not say quantum in the frame, but you can see that in the title here. And most people know what leaping is, right? And then you have my logo in the frame too, Transformational Tech Support. And you can still see the person's body in the air, so you could still see they're jumping. And yes, technically it's a jump, not a leap. I'm well aware of that. I trained in dance and ballet and jazz and modern. I know what a leap is, and I still chose to use this woman jumping for joy to represent quantum leaping your business. So for now, I'm just going to leave it like it is. It's good enough. Okay, so we've talked about being clear on your messaging, your business objectives, what I want to include here is your page's visitors. Who are your dream clients and customers that will be seeing this story section or note of your about section of your Facebook business page? And what do you want them to do? Okay, so once you know all of that by, say, working with somebody like me, a client attraction specialist and business coach, then it's a lot easier to create and or have created the image or graphic or whatever for this section. It's also a lot easier to know what to title this section, and if you're going to use any emojis in the title, which ones to use, right? So this is why we start in a certain order. We don't put the cart before the horse, right? My clients who have struggled the most have been the ones who've tried to put the cart before the horse. That's your golden nugget there. Put the horse where it belongs, in front of the cart, so it can pull the cart. Okay? You want to quantum leap your business. Let's start from the inside out, and let's put the horse in front of the cart. Okay, so we're at least going forward in a forward direction. Okay, intentionally. So I've chosen to ask myself, okay, what is my objective with my story, this note, this published note document of my about section of my business page? Who's it for? What's it about? Oh, well, I help people who are heart-centered, conscious, and spiritual entrepreneurs and business owners to quantum leap their businesses. And you all think that what you want is dream clients and or customers and cash. Why do you think you need the dream clients and customers? Well, if you're heart-centered, you love to help and to serve, and you came here to make a difference and transform the world, right? So you want to work with them. You want to transform their lives through your products and services and your offerings, okay? But that's wanting to help them. Why do you think you need them? Because it's how you're going to help them by working with them or selling them products or services, and you still need to live and eat too, right? Unless you own a nonprofit, you've got to generate revenue, and even nonprofits still have to generate money, you guys. Okay, so you think you need clients and customers because, right, to have a sustainable business, you have to be able to sell products and or services. And who do you sell those to? Clients and or customers, right? So what you think the problem is between where you are now, usually, not all of you, but most people I work with, think that the reason they're not where they want to be yet is they don't have as many clients and customers as they want right now, and therefore they don't have enough cash right now either, or money. I could have said money, but I liked the flow of customers and cash better than money. So I liked the 3 C's, clients, customers, and cash, and we'll probably be using it in an upcoming challenge, even though I may not call it a challenge. So I'll know it if you take it. So respect you. All right, anyway, so I had to ask myself the same thing I would guide you through. Who's the page for? Who are you trying to help? What is your objective? What's really the point of completing this story section of your about page on your Facebook business page? Okay. So for mine, it's that you all, most of you at least, who come to me, think you don't have enough clients and customers and therefore not enough cash, right? That's what you think is your problems. In reality, it's what you think you want, and it's oftentimes what you think is your biggest problems. And so I wanted to speak to that. But in reality, I know that there are actually some things deeper than that. And when we work and play together, we get to what are those deeper things really going on and that you truly desire, and knowing that having dream clients, customers, and therefore cash are just the means to go about what you actually are desiring. Okay? And through your business. And your business is a vehicle just to allow you to do that. But the top of the mind problem that most people who come to me have is they think they don't have enough clients and customers, or they have a decent amount now, but they just want more, right? Freedom is a lot of the reason many of us become entrepreneurs too. Freedom to do what we want when we want. Freedom to work for ourselves. Freedom to have, to prioritize what we want to prioritize, like learning and hobbies and traveling and family and friends, right? So a lot of you want more freedom as well in your business, more time freedom, for instance. And you feel like having, raising your rates and having more cash would let you work less to allow you to have more time freedom so you can go choose to spend that time how you want, like traveling the world, taking it easy, learning new hobbies, spending time with friends and family, etc. Okay? So these are what you guys think are the problems or what you're after or think you're after, and so I know to speak to that. So since I'm a client attraction specialist, obviously I know I need to speak to that. So I wanted to make that clear from the get-go so you know who I help and what is going on here at this page. So you already know from the get-go, from the graphic and the title, that if you're not in business, you have, or desiring to be in business, you're in the wrong place. No offense, but move it along. There's nothing to see here, folks. But if you are in business, then you get to see right away with my intro paragraph what I do. I help conscious blah, 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 blah. Okay, now I mentioned that Facebook allows us to have some editing control over our formatting of this document in ways we don't for normal posts. Like if you write a post on Facebook, when's the last time you were able to use bold or italics or underline or anything other than emojis? Unless you're using a third-party app to edit and format your text and then be able to paste it into Facebook, you're unable to do that. Facebook doesn't offer that built in yet. They're way behind the times on that. Except on this Know Our Story section from the About section of your Facebook business page, you do have the option here. Notice this H2 over here, that means heading 2. It's the size of a kind of heading or title. So think of it like it's not a main title, but it's a subtitle. So here was the main title. We want that to be in the largest size possible. Then here in this section, Facebook is basically telling you, hey, this is where you'd write your second heading. Your next largest title would go here, or heading as they call it, so H2, meaning the second largest size. Okay. Now, so I was really meant to be putting a subtitle here, so I could, I really could. So in fact, let's play with this for a second. Let's put my new tagline on here. It's relatively new, not totally new. Transforming your biz dreams into reality. Okay. I hope I cut that instead of pasting it. Oh, look. Facebook's going to let me put it in bold. Woo, woo. And I can even italicize it if I want. I probably don't want to in this case. Actually, I might leave transforming in italics, but I hate this font. I wish they would give us font choices. Okay, I don't want to do code right now or link this right now. So for now, I'll just play with this. So when you click in this section, Facebook's letting you know H2, this is a place to put your subtitle or your second heading. That would go in the next largest font. And you might or might not want to bold that. Okay. So I've just turned bold off, but I've left the word transforming in italics. So now we've got our graphic, we've got our main title, we've got our subtitle, our H2 title. Okay. Now down here I click and look what Facebook's showing me. The paragraph symbol, the paragraph icon. It's also showing me that I have the option to add an image or a photo. But I'm not going to add an image. What I'm going to do, skip some lines down and paste the part I just copied from above. So we've covered how to choose an image for the top header cover photo of this note, this Our Story section, which is aka About Us section on your About page of your Facebook business page. We've covered how to choose the title and the use of emojis. We've covered adding a subtitle. You don't have to have a subtitle. Don't freak out if you don't have one. It's okay. If you do, or a tagline, you can put it right in there. Okay. So the name of my page is Transformational Tech Support, and Transforming Your Business Dreams into Reality is the tagline. So you would think, well, Erin, wouldn't you want to put Transformational Tech Support as your main title, your H1 main heading title, and then put the subtitle here, and then have a separate section of Quantum Leap Your Business? Well, I could, but I don't want to. I decided for me, I wanted to just focus on Quantum Leaping Your Business. So with that in mind, is it the best use of putting that tagline here? Let's see. Quantum Leap Your Biz, Transforming Your Business Dreams into Reality. Well, Transforming Your Business Dreams into Reality is quite straightforward, very cool sounding in my opinion, if I do say so myself. However, does it necessarily go with Quantum Leaping Your Biz? Yeah, it does, absolutely. But to me, it's not naturally flowing how I usually word everything. So it does seem a little bit odd there, so I may put it back to how it was. But if you're going to put a tagline, this is where it can go, as the H2 section below the title. Then you can add your intro and the paragraph section down below. Okay. And here, Facebook gave me the option to bold again. So I was able to copy emojis and include them. Okay. I was able to, I guess I could have put the heart in front of heart-centered, even though it's a little on the nose instead of in front of conscious. I don't know if you can see it, you guys, but there are little like magic stars and diamonds on top of the heart. So I put it there for conscious, but I guess I could technically move it over here to heart and paste it in that way. But notice the bolding. Which words did I choose to bold here in this paragraph? Attract. Why? Because most of you think you need to attract your dream clients and customers. And you're usually right. It's just that you think that's the only problem or something you want more of, and you don't always notice that there's more to it, and that's okay. I don't expect you to. That's not your job to know. Instant miracle. So, what do I help you attract? Dream clients, not just any clients, your dream clients and customers and cash. So I was very intentional and strategic with the words I chose to bold. I did not bold the whole paragraph, just the keywords. Okay, so if you're skimming, your eye could be drawn to this giant header photo, the emojis here and this title. Okay, the subtitle if I want to keep it here, aka H2 heading. The bold words and emojis in this paragraph. So now you really know, if you're not a heart-centered, spiritual, or conscious entrepreneur or business owner, you're probably not going to be resonating with the heart with the magic diamonds on it, right? Or maybe you don't know what that is, but you're curious to learn more. You do know, most business owners, that you want more clients in cash, though, and that you'd like them to be ideal or dream clients, so that you can usually resonate with, right? And your currency may not be the dollar, so maybe you don't resonate with the dollar symbol on the bag of cash, and that's okay. Maybe Facebook allows you an emoji that represents a bag of cash that has your currency's symbol on it instead of the dollar, in which case you would use that if that's the main currency that your dream clients and customers use. If you want, I'm not suggesting you use cash like I am, I'm just saying. Okay, I wanted to represent fun, so I put this party popper thingy over here. But could I move this heart, excuse me, over to the heart-centered? Sure. But this is me getting a little bit, what did we say, perfectionistic again. So could I put spaces? Can I always improve this? Yes. We can always improve, but we can't let that stop us anymore. Okay. So there. Does that make a little more sense? The magical for spiritual, the heart for heart-centered, and the bag of cash for cash. Okay? And then the fun emoji for the word fun. we all understanding here? So strategic, relevant use of emojis once again, and strategic, intentional use of bold-faced type. Okay. So what do you do in your business? Who are your dream clients and or customers? Who do you serve? Once you've already decided and determined the intention behind this story and how you're going to use it to connect with your dream clients and or customers, then again, after having worked with a coach like myself, you'll know the objective and everything else will flow from there, and it will be a lot easier creating this page and knowing what to put on it. In my case, I'm clear on my objective, so this is what I've chosen to do, and that's why. Okay, so now what do I want you all to do? I wanted you to know what I mainly do. I help you quantum leap your business and transform business dreams into reality. And I wanted to let you know who I help and serve and what I help them do. So I help and serve conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and business owners. And how do I do that? What do? I help them attract their dream clients, customers, and cash. Now, not every business owner is worried about selling out or losing their souls, but that is a challenge that a lot of heart-centered and spiritual business owners and healers and coaches and service providers do have. And I don't solely work with service providers, but it tends to be a concern that a lot of spiritual entrepreneurs have is, I don't want to be a sellout, I don't want to be pushy, I don't want to be sleazy, I don't want to be a used car salesman. I don't want to feel like I'm going to lose my soul by selling out. So I know that that is a legitimate concern, being a heart-centered entrepreneur myself. So I've chosen to include that. But that may not be your concern if you're not a heart-centered, spiritual, or conscious entrepreneur and just a regular business owner or entrepreneur. So maybe you couldn't care less about selling out or losing your soul, but my peeps usually do. So that's why that's in there. And many of us aren't taught that business can be fun. We're taught it's business. Let's get down to business, right? Serious time. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to the nuts and bolts. And we think we have to grind away. We have to work hard. And we're not taught that business can be fun and joyful and done with ease. And so think about school. Many of us excelled at subjects that we enjoyed when we were in school. And even if you didn't suffer or struggle with subjects you didn't love, maybe you just dreaded having to go to that class. For instance, let's say you hate writing and you had to go to a writing class, okay, in secondary or high school. You might have dreaded it every time. And maybe you were smart enough or good enough, or you're always good enough, but you know, maybe it came easily to you, but it just didn't light you up, so you had no joy with it. So you still dreaded having to be made to go take a subject just to graduate that you really couldn't care less about because it was required. You had to do it, right? So maybe you could still excel at it and get A's or great grades or whatever in it, but you just still dreaded it or did not enjoy it at all. But think of the classes you did enjoy, that you did love, that did light you up. For instance, what we call here in America elective courses, where you got to choose from a handful of courses or subjects something that would light you up and take a class on that and learn about that. And that was fun and easy and joyful, and the time just flew by each week or each day in that class or course because you enjoyed it so much. It was easy and fun, and because you enjoyed it so much and it lit you up, you were able to excel at it as well. Not saying you cannot excel at things that don't light you up, but it's just so much more fun. And most of us became business owners for that freedom to not only be our own bosses, but to do something that lit us up. So we're not in the rat race 9-to-5 corporate world of, I've just got to work hard until it's time to retire and pay taxes and die, right? We know that there's got to be more to it. Okay, so most of us intentionally, especially heart-centered and spiritual and conscious entrepreneurs and business owners, started our businesses to do something we love, that lights us up, that brings us joy. Okay, so I know my people want to do business with ease, joy, and fun as much as possible. They just didn't know it was possible, or maybe didn't realize it was this possible. So I've been very strategic and intentional with my word choices. And you can take that approach and use it with your own objectives for your own story page of your own about section of your own business page on Facebook. Okay? Okay, so if you think your problem's not having enough clients, customers, and cash, or as many as you want, and you want to quantum leap your business, and you don't want to sell out or lose your soul to do it, or be sleazy or used car salesman to do it, and the idea of doing business with fun and ease and joy never even occurred to you, and this sounds like fun and lights you up and feels good and free and expansive and fun and light, then that's going to pique your curiosity, and you might want to know more. I know if I read this as a heart-centered entrepreneur, I'd want to know more. So then what's the next line I put in here, you guys? Read on to see how you can receive a free session too. Now look at, when I click in this section, in this sentence, in this line, Facebook shows us the paragraph icon again. Yes, it shows the photo, but I'm not adding an image right now, so let's focus on a paragraph. So regular size text, right? Remember, H2 was the second largest heading text, so it's obviously larger than paragraph text. So that's why you see a different size text for these two paragraphs. So read on. Notice that's a command. It's a call to action, a CTA. This is your golden nugget here. You always want to let people know what you want them to do. So what do I want you to do if you visit this section, my story section of my About page on Facebook? I want you to read on. Why? Why would you want to read on? So you can see how or learn how you can receive a free session. But I haven't told you what the session's about yet, right? So maybe you like free stuff like most of us do, no matter how much money or how little money you have. Most people have one thing in common, it's that they love free stuff. So maybe you want a free session. But maybe you're not sure what the session is yet, and so I wanted to let you know for what. Why would you want this? So I put the word to, T-O, and then a colon here. But notice what I did with this part. Receive a free session. Receive is a verb, right? So notice I've capitalized those words and I've put them in bold as indicated by the blue letter B. I'll click it, it goes off. Okay, I didn't have to bold it and put it in caps, but I really wanted to because I really want, if you're my dream potential client, I really want you to take that first step with me, which is receiving and experiencing a free session, right? So we can get to know each other a little bit, and I can get to know about you and your business, and to know, can I even help you quantum leap your business? So I chose to put receive a free session in bold and in caps. Again, I hate this bloody font, and I wish Facebook would really give us some font choices. Is that me being a choosy beggar? I don't think so. Because let's think about it. They're a multi-billion-dollar company. They can afford to let us put some font choices on a document, aka a note as they call it. After all, they finally figured out how to let us bold and add a link, right? So I don't think it's asking too much to ask them to give us some different font choices, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, so by now, if you're my peeps, your interest should really be piqued, P-I-Q-U-E-D at this point. Oh, I can receive a free session with her. Read on to see how I can. Okay, so I read on and I see the next line. Yes, it's a repeat of the title. I'm aware of that. And again, good enough and progress beats perfection. So will I probably tweak it at some point so it's not as redundant? Probably. Is it bugging me that it's redundant? Yeah, my ego and perfectionist side is not happy about it. But you know what? It worked here because it says read on to see how you can receive a free session 2, and then it tells you what it's going to help you do. Quantum leap your biz with ease, joy, and fun. Okay? So then I have some questions. Notice I didn't start my questions with, are you a heart-centered, spiritual, or conscious entrepreneur? Because if you've read this far, you are most likely one of them. So that was unnecessary to be there. So I put, has failing to break through the 7 to 10K months left you feeling exasperated? Are you finally ready to upgrade and up level in your biz now? I've since tweaked this, and it actually says in my other promo post, it has an emoji, a rocket emoji here. I need to update this. I'm not going to do it now. So, are you overwhelmed from trying to do all the things? Now I can change that right now and do hashtag all the things, but for now I figured it was good enough to put quote all space the space things. But I'll make it a hashtag, sure, why not? Delete the quotes, oops, and put the hashtag. Instant miracle, probably. Okay. So here's your other golden nugget, your next golden nugget. Capitalize each word of your hashtags. Make it easy for people to read. Not enough people are doing this. Okay, are you overwhelmed from trying to do hashtag all the things? Is there an emoji for all the things? No. Actually, I guess I can put the juggler in here. That might be fun and funny. Yeah, I think I will do that. Okay. So you might be thinking, well, Erin, I haven't even hit 7K months yet. I'm already exasperated from trying to hit 3K or 5K months, right? Or 2K months or whatever it is. Or maybe you're just getting started and you're not yet ready to upgrade or up level in your biz, other than getting some traction going, right? Or maybe you don't feel overwhelmed about all the things, but you want to quantum leap your business and you want to go farther in your business. I can still help you, but these are the main things I chose to be my main questions for now. So remember here, I have an intention with this story, aka note, as Facebook calls them, this document. And my intention is to let my peeps, you guys, know that you can receive, potentially, if you qualify, a free session with me to help see if I can help you quantum leap your business. Okay, so if that's my intention, I need to design and structure this document in such a way that it encourages you, my dream clients, to request a free session with me and see if you qualify. So everything, just realized I'm wheezing a bit, probably from this excess humidity in the air here if I didn't mention. Hold on. Feels like an instant miracle. Not sure if it's for me breathing or you guys. Yeah, I'm still wheezing, so probably for you guys. So the intention I have here, ultimately, the main objective is to get you guys to apply for a free session with me. Okay, so I need to let you guys know who this was for and what I do and how I can help you and transform your business dreams into reality, right? Then I needed to invite you to learn how you could qualify or receive a free session. Now, a lot of heart-centered and conscious spiritual entrepreneurs and business owners and creatives have a hard time with receiving, whether they're consciously aware of it or not. A lot of you have money, we'll call them blocks, and obstructions to receiving money. So you may say you want to make 10K months, but part of you might be going, no, it's wrong to receive money for my healing services or my coaching services or whatever, my art, my acting performances. I came here to give and raise the vibration of humanity. It's wrong to charge money for that. Well, it's not stopping your doctor from charging money to help you get well, is it? Or in America, sick care instead of wellness care. It's not stopping your doctor from charging money. So, but Erin, I'm not like a greedy doctor. Well, not all doctors are greedy or selfish or bad or wrong. Most of them are well-meaning who got into it because they care for others like we do. They're heart-centered business owners and entrepreneurs too, many of them. So let's not vilify all doctors, right? And at the same time, let's say, okay, your doctor's aware that she or he has to earn a living as well, right? And that requires generating a profit through the business, generating revenue and a profit through the business. Now, does that mean they need to gouge us? No, I'm not saying that. But I am saying they have every right to charge for their services, and you have every right to charge for your products and services too, even if you're a healer, or an artist, or a performer, or a creative of some sort. Okay? You have every right to make a good living doing what you love and having ease, joy, and fun while doing it. That doesn't mean you have to turn into a greedy Scrooge. It doesn't mean take advantage of people. Again, there's a model of conscious capitalism. So, but many of you who come to me, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, have those conflicts. So you may say, part of you might really want to hit 10K months or whatever, or 5K months, and there's a contradicting part of you you may not be aware of that is afraid of success, or a contradicting part that's afraid of more responsibility that's going to come with more money. There are all kinds of different things that can contradict what we say we want with our business and lives, right? Even with our relationships. So I'm fully aware of that. And I help clients with that as well. But anyway, okay, so I put here in bold. Remember, this is one of the only places Facebook lets you bold your type. Do you want to quantum leap your biz with more ease, joy, freedom, fun, flow than you ever thought possible? Is that a little bit of a repeat? Sure. But it follows the flow of these questions here, these 3 questions here. Okay? Because maybe you're like, well, I'm making 8K a month and I'm okay with that. Or maybe you're not really feeling it's time to up level or upgrade, but you'd kind of like to quantum leap your business anyway. Or maybe you're not overwhelmed from trying to do all of the things, or you have a team to do those for you, so you're not stressed out about it, but you'd still like to quantum leap your business or find out how you could do that with more ease, joy, freedom, flow, and fun because you never knew that was even possible. Or you'd like more of it, or you'd like more time freedom. So I wanted to include this question again here so you know that even if these 3 questions don't apply, if this one applies to you, I can still help you. So again, strategic and intentional, inspired marketing and messaging. So if you answered yes to any of those questions, you want this free offer! Exclamation point. And then I go on to tell what you'll get in this session, in this value-packed session. Again, intentional use of wording. And then I have my version of bullet points, but I have creative fun ones because I'm all about doing business with ease, joy, and fun. So we'll work together to create a crystal clear vision of what it will take to quantum leap your business. What do I have here? A crystal representing a crystal clear vision. I could have had the crystal ball, and that would have surely attracted my more woo-woo spiritual dream clients, but I didn't want to leave the rest of you who may not be so woo-woo out, because you don't have to be woo-woo for me to help you. I don't just work with woo-woo peeps. You can be spiritual and heart-centered and not necessarily woo-woo, right? So not discriminating against anybody. And I knew that if somebody considers themselves not to be woo-woo per se, but maybe considers themselves to be a conscious business owner or entrepreneur, that this crystal emoji would resonate better than the crystal ball. So again, intentional and relevant use of emojis. Okay, next, uncover hidden challenges that may be sabotaging your business success and repelling your dream clients, customers, and cash. So this is the sun coming up from behind a mountain. I picture it as the sun is rising, the sunrise, and as it comes up over the mountain, it's going to illuminate the whole mountain and valley below it, and therefore it's going to illuminate or uncover any hidden challenges by shining light on them. And that's one of the things we do when we work and play together. I shine the light of conscious awareness on areas holding you back from being where you want to be in your business. And we don't just shine the light on it, we actually clear, eliminate, and neutralize any of that inner game crap in the way as well. But first, we must become aware of it, and we do that in the second bullet point by uncovering these challenges. Some of which you're aware of and some of which you're not, but I will notice as the skilled coach that I am during this free session. Okay, next, you'll leave the session feeling inspired, energized, and empowered and excited to attract your dream clients, customers, and cash with more ease, joy, and fun than you ever thought possible. And then I have a little spinny magic emoji here, because I wanted that to represent you feeling energized and excited. Okay, so I just had, so next, that's the bullet points of what you'll get in the value pack session. Now, if it was me reading this, I'd already be hooked. I'd be like, yeah, show me how do I get this free session. And hopefully it will for you as well. But I like to add some credibility, some social proof, we call it, some kind words, testimonials, praise about people who've experienced me. So I decided to add a couple testimonials here. So we've got one here that says, I just had a session with Erin and Lloyd about resolving underlying beliefs that sabotage myself about receiving my heart's desires that affected my career and business. Hold on, I noticed an extra space. I feel amazing and light and ready to go after what I desire. Another space. Without fear. Thank you so much for the amazing session. You are incredible. Oh, I remember. I had broken this into 3 paragraphs before, and now it's in 2 again. Please, if you don't know what's in the gap between you and your business and ready to, I think she meant, and you're ready to level up, work with Erin. Okay, so that's some social proof about my skills as a business coach and a healer, or healing facilitator, I prefer to say. Because one of my mentors says you can't heal anyone else any more than you can digest their lunch for them. You can, however, facilitate it, facile meaning to make easy. So I can help facilitate that for you, and I am a certified healing facilitator. So then here's what another client experienced within just 2 days of a session with me. She wrote, I just wanted to say thank you again. I signed a client today. I am so happy. Now, let me tell you guys, it's, to me, super impressive and astounding, and I was so pleased and delighted for her that this happened so quickly. Okay, that was from a healing session with me a couple years ago. Let me tell you, I've gotten more powerful, if I do say so myself. I have gotten, what did I say in my last video? Overcome modesty. I think we're going to do a challenge or a healing audio about that as well, because that's another area where we heart-centered entrepreneurs are holding ourselves back, where we were taught to be modest and we're afraid to be seen as bragging about ourselves. But here's the thing, we're in a crowded marketplace, and if you don't tell people how you can help them, how the hell are they going to know? Okay, there are certain times it's okay to toot your own horn, and I'm owning that more and more. So I'll probably be doing something for you all to help you with that challenge as well, as far as overcoming modesty. But so here we go. That was 2 years ago. Do you know how many super powerful, ultra potent healing modalities and coach certifications I've been trained in since then that are life-changing and business transforming? If you think that was amazing that I helped her sign a new client within only 2 days of one healing session with me, that ain't nothing. What I can do now to help you is even more powerful, and that was just in one session. Okay? So I'm even more powerful now than I was when I helped her get a client within 2 days. So what had happened with that is I did the healing session for her, I think, on a Saturday. I don't always work on weekends, but every once in a while I don't mind working on a Saturday. I like to take Sundays off, so I create my schedule that way. And I like to take Mondays off, so I might sometimes work on my business on a Monday, you guys, but I don't work in my business on a Monday. And what I mean by that is I don't schedule client calls on Mondays or Sundays. So, I believe on that session, though, I worked with her on a Saturday, her healing session. And all my sessions are not healing sessions when you work with me. They're powerful coaching and healing sessions combined. But for her, that was just a healing session. And the next day I wrote to check in on her, and she said, oh, I feel just so happy and free and lighter and better. Thank you, you know. And then it was that next day after that, second day, when she initiated the contact and wrote that she signed a client and that she is so happy. So notice that there was a 2-day gap between the session and the time that she received the client. However, she was already experiencing positive changes that next day, even before the client showed up. And I'm telling you this for a reason. Because oftentimes we don't think what we're asking for and choosing and taking action to have show up is working until we actually see it or have the cash or the clients already there physically. So we think it's not working or it's taking so long or blah, blah, blah. And we don't see what's going on energetically is that it actually is working and they're on their way to you. Okay? So it's important to notice how you're feeling and what you're focusing on and what you're choosing to believe, and to keep taking inspired actions even before the clients in cash show up and the customers show up. To act as if they're already there. Okay? And to not give up. So it's important, whether you work with me or someone else, to pay attention to that so that you can notice, oh, well, it's only been a day. I haven't received a new client yet. Well, did that person promise you a client? If they did, they shouldn't have. I don't promise people that they're going to get a client in 2 days. But is it entirely likely if you're open to it and coachable and ready and taking inspired action and in alignment with what you say you want? Absolutely. Excuse me. So, or customers. Okay. But notice, again, it was the day after our session when she was so happy. The client followed the happiness because money follows joy. Okay, so this is just a taste of social proof though. So depending on what you're using your story section of your About page to do, you may or may not want to include one or more testimonials from satisfied customers and or clients. Okay, so by now, if I was, so I'm putting myself in the shoes of my dream client, okay, who are like me, heart-centered entrepreneurs, and I'm thinking, if this was somebody else's page I was on, and I was reading their story section, and I saw this cool Quantum Leap Your Business graphic, and I saw this Quantum Leap Your Business with lightning bolts, which represents super fast speed to me, right, the speed of light, and I saw transforming your biz dreams into reality. That sounds cool to me. And then I see all this part, I help conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and business owners attract blah, 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 blah. I'm already like, yeah, that sounds like the coach for me. I may not even know that person was a coach yet till I got to right here in this paragraph. But I'm definitely intrigued and like, yeah, that feels good. That feels right. I want to read more. And then I see read on to see how, read on to see how you can receive a free session too. And I see Quantum Leap Your Biz with Ease, Join Fun. And I see all these questions. And of all these 4 questions, if one or more is resonating with me, I'm going to be like, yeah, right? And so then I'm like, then I see if you answered yes to any of these questions, you want this free offer. And I'm like, yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I want a free session like that. And then I read on and it says in this value pack session, and it tells me what I'm going to get. And these just seem rad. And so I'm like, hell yeah, I want that free session. Stop selling, Erin. I got it. I want to work with you. I want my free session. Just tell me how to get it. So I may not have even needed to put 2 testimonials in here, but I wanted some social proof. Okay. By the way, I did not choose these emojis. She did as part of her testimonial. Hold on. Not sure what that instant miracle was for, but if you're feeling better, whether or not you feel energy, I don't usually feel it, like I said, but if you notice you're feeling better or your attitude has lifted or you're able to breathe easier, incidentally, I seem to be able to help people get not just clearer in their businesses and thinking and with their business niche and all of these things too, but I also seem to be able to help people breathe more clearly. It seems like I can help anyone but me breathe more clearly through my healing. And oftentimes through instant miracles. Hold on, here comes another one. So if you were feeling stuffed up and now you notice you're breathing clearly, let me know in the comments. Or if you're feeling more optimistic or positive. And you're like, oh, you know what? Maybe there is something to this instant miracle thing after all. Then let me know in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so, and plus, like I said, I don't always know who or what they were for. And so my curiosity is piqued as well, like, oh, I wonder who or what that instant miracle was for. So when I receive feedback from you, it's interesting and cool to find out, oh, that helped her breathe easier. Okay, cool. How's it getting even better than that? So we were saying money follows joy. And so it's important that you know, whether you work with me or a different healing facilitator or a different coach, that you don't give up 3 feet from gold. Okay? This is why I'm always dropping golden nuggets, helping you find your trail to the end of the rainbow. I think I might even make that, even though it's a little bit woo-woo. I might make a pot of gold in a rainbow, a graphic for a while, because I really love that imagery, right? Of, hey, quantum leaping, I could take the Care Bear rainbow or whatever and hop on over to that pot of gold at the end, right? But those Care Bears are always feeling joyful. Well, I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but they were always joyful and happy and loving, right? They were always high vibe to begin with, so of course they can travel on a rainbow to a pot of gold. It's like, duh, of course we can do that. But you can take that same cartoon fake mentality and put it into real life reality, right? And start believing, choosing to believe and feel and act as if you already have those good vibes that you think the clients, customers, and cash are going to bring you now. And spend time every day for at least a few minutes every day, especially if you can do it before bed, embodying them. This is your golden nugget. Are you paying attention? So I'm paving you a trail of golden nuggets to your pot of gold. You with me? So that was powerful what I just said. Because the more you feel it now, all feelings are in the body. Let me say that again. All feelings are in the body because they're felt with our 5 senses. So we work with embodiment in this holistic approach. Embodying the version of you, the up-leveled, upgraded version of you who already has those dream clients and customers and cash, or who already has quantum leaped your business. And we work and play to help you embody that version of you here now to help speed it into reality even quicker. Okay, in ways that feel good and joyful and fun and free and light and expansive. How does it get any better than that? Work with me, play with me, and come see. Okay, so now let me tell you guys, I pour my heart and soul into these free sessions, and they last 2 to 4 hours each. So I can't be giving away these sessions all day long to just anybody. If you want to work with me, I currently have some openings for dream clients. However, you must meet these criteria. You must be 100% committed to quantum leaping your business. You must be all in. You must be completely coachable. You must be hungry to make a positive impact and difference and to succeed. You must be ready to invest time and money and energy in your success. If that's you, apply here to see if you qualify for one of my free limited monthly sessions. And as you can see, there's a link on the screen that you can click. If you're not looking at the screen or you're not on this page to click it, it should be below this video on YouTube and you can click it that way. I forgot to add on my last video. I need to do that. But I'll also tell you what it is now. It's http://bit.ly, which is spelled L-Y like yellow, /quantum leap your biz app. So http://, which is the same as the slash, it links to the right at the top. Most people don't know that. bit.l like Libra, Y like yellow, Libra. My mother asked me, did I know the answer to this horoscope question in a crossword puzzle? And I think the answer is Libra. I can't wait to go ask her. Anyway, L like Libra, Y like yellow, slash, again, that's a /, leans to the right at the top. Quantum, Quantum like Mary, leap, Leap like Paul, your, Your, biz, Biz, as in zebra or Z, app, P like Paul, P like Paul, short for application. So bit.ly/quantum leap your biz app is the link to apply for one of these free sessions. Again, you have to meet these criteria here on the screen with checkbox emojis. Okay, by the way, I was also very intentional with these emojis that I use as makeshift bullet points. Notice that they're green. And I don't know about all parts of the world, but in America, green lights mean you can turn. Green means go. So I chose green on purpose and check marks on purpose because you have to check off. It's kind of like you're checking off each of these boxes, each of these criteria, right? So if that's you, go ahead. I invite you to apply for one of my limited free monthly sessions to Quantum Leap Your Business. And then I signed off here. Okay, now notice this, you guys. I signed it off sort of like it's a letter, but I linked my page's name. See? Remember, if you're writing a post on Facebook, they don't let you format links like this. But because this is a note, aka document, aka story section of your About page, there are more formatting options than Facebook normally allows here, as we've seen so far, like adding a link. So I added the words transformational, it's not working, tech support, okay, there. And see the link symbol? It's in blue, that means it's linked. I could turn it off, but I want the link on. This way you can just click on the words transformational tech support and it will take you to my main homepage on Facebook. But you could link to your website, right? Okay, and because it's called transformational tech support, I decided to call myself a transformational support technician. So I like to say I'm your success in biz support transformation technician, just to be silly. There's a little picture of me, and then it lets you know I'm an intuitive business coach, certified rapid results coach, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And then I linked my other Facebook business pages, because if I haven't said yet on this training, I am also the founder of Holistic Prevention and Wellness and the Holistic Breast Cancer Prevention series, From Fear to Empowerment, the latter of which is one of my passion projects. That I've had that page since 2013 and the Holistic Prevention and Wellness one since 2012. So I linked those as well. Okay, then I have some hashtags. Erin, this isn't Twitter. Why are you going hashtag crazy? I said I gone dog crazy. Okay, so lately I decided to make my musical ADD more fun for you all by making it into a fun game. So I've decided that when I break into music or movie quotes, whoever can tell me in the comments without cheating, and that means no looking it up, no asking artificial intelligence assistants like Siri or Alexa or any of that crap. They're not crap, but you know I'm being silly. No Googling, no Yahooing, no using Bing, no search engines. If you happen to know which songs I'm quoting from or movies, and you get it correct in the comments without cheating, I'm going to start awarding points. Oh, Erin, what can we do with those points? Well, I haven't fully decided yet, and I'm going to ask you, what would you like in exchange for earning a certain amount of points that you've been awarded? A free training, a free healing audio, a free PDF, a discount. I might mix it all up and just offer all of those at random times. But for right now, I've just dropped another golden nugget for you. And I'm going to award points for whoever can tell me what that golden nugget I just dropped was, because I didn't spell out what that one was. I did in the last video at the end though. So if you figured it out, comment what that last golden nugget I just dropped was, when I was just talking about awarding points for correctly identifying lyrics and movie quotes when I spontaneously start sharing them and quoting them in these trainings. But back to business, we've got some hashtags. So I've got hashtag holistic business, hashtag conscious business, hashtag quantum leap your biz, of course, hashtag conscious and prosperous. By the way, I have a conscious and prosperous Facebook group that's for both men and women who are conscious, heart-centered business owners and or entrepreneurs. Feel free to apply to join it. It's pretty easy to get in, you guys. I have hashtag inspired marketing, hashtag inspired business, hashtag holistic solutions. That's one of the big ones for my brand, are holistic solutions. Then I've got hashtag transformational tools because that's what I use. from coaching to healing tools. I've got a whole entire transformational, ever-growing, expanding transformational toolkit to help you in your business. I've got hashtag intentional marketing, hashtag inspired websites, because that was the name of my web design biz for a while, was inspired websites. So, do you have to go hashtag crazy like I just went? No. Again, we want to be relevant, intentional, and strategic with any use of hashtags, just like with any use of emojis. These were relevant, and this is my about, aka story page, for my about page for my Facebook business page, so I wanted to be sure to include them. And then let me show you how you save the changes. They don't have a save or update button, but they do have a publish update button if you're updating a page that you've already seen. And you can see that they're going to show this publicly visible to everybody on Facebook who visits your page. You cannot change that. So I'm going to publish the update. It says it's publishing and it's grayed out here, blue light. I call it grayed out even though it wasn't technically gray. I wait for it to update itself. Okay? And now we can see we're back on the about page, right? And we're in the story section. And we can see part of the cutoff, header, banner, cover photo, whatever you want to call it, image. We can see the title, the subtitle, or in other words, H1 and H2 respectively. We can see my intro paragraph with the emojis, and that's enough to make most people who are my people when I click see more. They click it, it opens into this giant document like so. Okay, and if you want to edit story, you click the edit story button on the top right. Otherwise, you just view it like a prospective visitor would. And then if you've added any links, make sure you check them, click them, make sure they're working, okay? And working correctly, I should say. Although I try not to should on others or myself these days. But yeah, test them, make sure they are working as intended. And you could see here how this would look. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a head scratcher or an annoyance depending on how you choose to view it. To me, I find it annoying usually. It says, this is a preview of your story. Click the publish button to publish or edit to make more changes. Well, that gives me the impression that Facebook actually has not published this story. And so every time I would come in and be like, but I already published that, Facebook. And I click publish again, because you would think if you've already published it, it would say update or save changes, but it doesn't. So now it says your story was published successfully. Okay, and yet here we are looking at the publish button. Oh wait, now it's refreshing. But again, logged into my own page, if I click it again, it's going to have the exact same thing. Watch. So when you see this, don't freak out. What I want you to do is sign into Facebook, either from, ask somebody you know and trust if they'll sign into their Facebook and go to your business page and have them click on this. This is what I had to do on your story, and take some screenshots or screen share with you if they have that ability and show you the links and how it looks for them. Make sure it's somebody who does not have administrative access to your business page, okay? So that you can try to see it how a stranger or site visitor would. See the publish buttons there. Again, I'm doing this all over again. Like, didn't I just do this? Am I in Groundhog Day? Am I Bill Murray all of a sudden? Excuse me. So, now you know how to optimize the story section of your about section of your Facebook business page. Don't let it sit there blank. Oh, but Erin, I haven't worked with you or another coach yet. I'm not exactly sure what would be the best use of that space. Then you might want to sign up and see if you qualify for a free session with me, right? We don't specifically cover that page in that free session. We cover what the bullet points I read to you are. However, if we do end up working and playing together one-on-one in my Quantum Leap Your Business Intuitive Coaching and Healing Program, which I work with clients a year at a time in, then that would be one of the first things we do when we get to the outer game strategy and messaging and marketing type, things. Okay, is help you get set. Oh, Erin, I don't have a Facebook business page yet. Okay, good. Don't panic. What that means is that we can get you started with one. And instead of correcting mistakes or having to improve upon what's there, sometimes it's better to start from scratch. So you don't have to feel worried or behind or freaked out if you don't yet have a business page. It's one of the first things we can do when we start with strategy. Okay. But yeah, so we really focused on the story section of your business page. So I gave you the example of I'm a coach, right, and a client attraction specialist and a business consultant. So, and my particular, not every coach is going to do this, but for my particular business and my particular needs and my particular objectives, it was optimal and wise for me to use my story section to let you all know what I do, who I serve, and how I can help you, and offer you the free session and show you why you would want it, so that if you meet those criteria, you'll apply. By the way, it's a quick, easy application. You can probably do it in 1 to 3 minutes. Okay? And I'll get back to you within 2 weeks of you submitting your application in almost all cases. So to let you know if you're going to receive a free session with me or not, I might end up referring you to somebody else who can better help you if I don't think I can help you, or if I honestly have more questions, I might ask you those before I can offer you a free session. Or because I don't just take anybody who applies. You have to meet those criteria. And if you don't, it's okay. It doesn't mean I'm judging you or that you're a bad person or a bad business owner. It just means, hey, at this time, this is not the best use of my time and energy to offer you a free session because, you know, it's just not right for us both at this time. It may never be right, or maybe some things have to occur before it is the right time. Okay? So, for instance, I've turned away somebody before who the business she said she wanted help with was a side hustle. That's okay. That doesn't mean I won't help you or that you don't, that doesn't automatically disqualify you. But when she told me what was really going on, because she was like really low, and by the way, this isn't just about money investing either. Remember I said you have to be able and willing to invest time, money, and energy in your success. Okay, they're all three needed. So there are some bad apples in every industry, including coaching, sadly. And there are some people who are just so desperate for clients and money that they'll say they can help you if they can't. So trust your inner guidance on that. I don't just want your money. I want to truly help you quantum leap your business, and I want it to be a joy and a delight for us both to work and play together. I want it to be fun and lighthearted, and so just joy-filled. And that doesn't mean there won't be effort on both of our parts, but I want it to be done with ease, joy, and fun, right? So, yeah, I have to make money as a business owner, and I want to help you transform the world with more ease, joy, and fun than you ever thought possible. So I want to help you to continue helping others through your products and services and your offerings, right? So it's not just about money for me. So when you get to the section on the application, for instance, there are 4 questions that are a scale of 0 to 10 about how coachable you are, how committed you are, and a couple other things, including how ready you are to invest money, for instance. So do you necessarily have to be at all 10s or even 10s at all? No. Is it ideal if you are? Yeah, but those aren't the only questions on the application, nor the only criteria I use to decide if you're going to receive a free session with me or not. But they do weigh into the decision-making process in addition to my own inner guidance, right? So here's the thing. This one woman, she was very low on the coachable and very low on some of the others, but she was like a 9 or 10 on them willing to invest money. And I didn't automatically offer her a session just because she was a 10 on the money. Okay? I'm not just going to take people who are just able to afford it, or many of us can afford it, but we say we can't because it's not a priority. It wasn't about that, though. It was about that she was so low on the other scales. And that did not automatically disqualify her, but it did cause me to take a pause and think about that. And so I reflected on it. I trusted my inner guidance. I followed it. I followed up with her by email and contacted her and asked her, before I can offer you a free session, I noticed some things on your scale. Thank you for answering honestly. No judgment either way, and I meant that. But I said to her, basically, can you please tell me a little bit more about why you were only at a blank on the scale at this time? And she knew I wasn't judging her, so she knew it was safe to honestly answer. And she let me know, basically my heart and soul isn't in that business right now. And she had said it was a side hobby also. Again, not all side businesses means you're not all in. Some of them you're working your 9 to 5 until you can what you think are ready to quit. And then you'll be all in, right? Or you're all in committed now, but you still have to work the 9 to 5 until you get it going. I understand that. So again, it doesn't automatically disqualify you if the one you're asking for help with is a side hustle. However, it was evident to me that her heart and soul were not in this side hustle she was saying she wanted help for with this free session. That it was really in, she was a creative and a singer, and she was really all in with her singing career and trying to get it going, and she'd already even hired a music coach to help her with that. Excuse me. So I loved music. I wanted to spend my life doing it at one point, but I am not a music coach, and she had already invested in one. So it was about priorities, right? She was able to come up with the money when it meant investing in her dream, but not when it had to do with her side business project. And that's okay. I appreciated her honesty. So I gave her some tips and let her know how I can help her, even though she has a music coach, with her music career, with getting that going as a freelancer, and helping her deal with stage fright, helping her deal with fear of rejection, etc., things of that nature. And offered ways I can help her with the business her heart and soul are clearly in. But for the other one that her heart and soul clearly are not in, that she wasn't anywhere near 10s on the scales of any of those, that at this time, she wasn't the best candidate for me to help. So, did that make her bad or wrong? No. Did it make me bad or wrong? No. It just meant at this time, she's not my best dream client where I could really help her because her heart and soul aren't into it, right? They're in the singing career, which is great. And again, I offered, if she ever wants help with stage fright and being judged and fear of being judged and all that stuff, I'm here for her if she decides she wants help with that. But in the meantime, with the other business, she's clearly not all in, which was clearly one of the criteria stated in my description, as you just saw. So at this time, I could not, in good faith, offer her a free session. But please let me know and reach out to me if and when she is all in for that business, or if and when she wants help with the other things I mentioned for the singing career. So it didn't make her bad or wrong. It made her honest, and thank goodness, because she saved her own time and energy, and she saved my time and energy, right? And she also saved her money, because what if I had been so desperate to have her, here's a golden nugget, you guys. What if I had been so desperate to get her as a client, like, oh, she may not be anywhere near a 10 on the other scales, but on the money she's at a 10, right? So what if I had offered her the session knowing damn well that she wasn't my dream client at that moment, at that time, for the business she was applying for help with? Because her heart and soul aren't in it, because she's not all in or all committed or totally coachable, she would not have been a dream client. I could tell you in advance what would have happened. She would have ended up missing coaching sessions. She would have not taken direction. She would not have followed through on action steps that we co-created together, or that she even herself came up with, because her heart and soul aren't in it. And because of all that, she wouldn't be getting the results she was saying she wanted with that side hustle business. And then she may be tempted to think that it was a waste of money to choose to invest in her business, her side business, through my coaching, because she wasn't seeing results she was saying she wanted. This is what happens when you choose to work with people who aren't the best match for you. especially if you're a service provider like I am. So just don't do it and thank me later for saving you the time and the energy and the hassle, because that could have turned into her writing negative reviews. It could have turned into her asking for her money back. By the way, I don't issue refunds. And the problem would not have been my coaching and healing. The problem would have been that her heart and soul weren't in it, and therefore she wasn't all in, and therefore she's not going to get the most out of it. So you can't just work with a coach and expect the coach to do everything for you. Yes, I'm about doing business with Ease Join Fun, but you still have to take inspired action. You still have to implement. I'm going to help you do it and make it easier and hold your hand and cheerlead you and hold you accountable as necessary, right? I'm going to guide you with transformational, intuitive coaching and facilitating and healing, right? And support you and go over strategy and messaging and marketing, right? And help you with all the inner game stuff so what you say you want for your business and life are in alignment, and therefore there's no resistance or minimal resistance that's easy to flow around freely so that you can quantum leap your business, okay? However, yes, effort is still required. However, yes, inspired action is still necessary. However, your heart and soul still need to be in it for you to get the most out of it with any coach. If you'd like to know if you're a good coaching candidate for working with myself or someone else, go to my Transformational Tech Support business page here on Facebook and click on photos in the menu bar. Let's see. And you should be able to find one of my timeline photos that asks the question, here we go, how coachable are you? Click it. And here's another golden nugget for those of you who don't know. You can click on the actual date a post was published and it will take you to the main page so you don't have to look at these annoying giant pop-up windows, aka light boxes. That's your tech tip for the day. Because it is transformational tech support, y'all. Okay, not sure what that instant miracle was for, but anyway, so here's a post about how coachable are you. So it talks about a confession I made that I wasn't always very coachable either. But it basically lets you know how to figure out if you're coachable right now or not, right? And that's whether you're going to work with me, that's whether you're going to work with another coach. Ideally, you want to be at a 9 or 10 on the coachability scale. Sometimes, if you're willing and desired enough, if you're only at a 7 or 8, sometimes there's room for progress. Okay, if I wasn't coachable then and I am now, there's hope for us all. Okay, so don't beat yourself up or judge yourself if you're not at an 8, 9, or 10 on the coachability scale yet. That's okay if you're not. But I want to save you time and energy by saying that's okay, and please don't apply for a session with me. Please don't apply for a free session or to work with another coach if you're not coachable. We cannot help you. That's all there is to it. Okay? And that's okay. But let's all be upfront and honest about it with each other. Let's be totally transparent about it with each other and save your money, save your investment of time and money and energy, and save us coaches, we coaches, time and energy as well of trying to coach you, only to learn later on after you've already invested time, energy, and money into coaching with us that you're not cut out for it. So use that how coachable are you post to determine where you are on that scale. And if you're not at a 10 or 8 or a 9 now, that's okay. Maybe one day you will be. But that will let you know, okay, it's all right that I'm not there yet or now or at all. But that just means that no matter who the coach is, they're not the one for me at this time. Not because they're a bad coach, not because I'm a bad person. Nobody's wrong here. It just means you're not going to reap the benefits of working with a coach at this time. Okay? Okay, so we are back on the About page here. So we primarily focused on the story section and how to optimize that. So since my main objective is to get free session calls booked, I chose to use that story space to focus on getting people to click my link to apply. Not just any people, my people, heart-centered people who are totally coachable and all in. That's why it says completely coachable. Okay? Again, if that's not you, that's okay. No hard feelings. You're not bad or wrong for it. I wasn't bad or wrong when I wasn't coachable either. Excuse me if you hear me having little burps. When I'm moving energy, like with Instant Miracles, that tends to happen when I'm doing recordings. Hold on. Not trying to be rude, I just couldn't get to the mute switch on time for all of them. Okay, I'm sorry for gulping the water. I just went down the wrong way too. But are you with me? Is this making sense? So if you're a coach or consultant and the way you book clients is primarily through the vehicle of calls, then it might behoove you to use your story section of your About page on your Facebook business page to do something similar. Not identical, don't rip me off, don't copycat me, but something similar, right? But maybe you have a brick and mortar store, a restaurant, a boutique, a flower shop, a pizzeria, who knows? And you sell products instead. Okay, excuse me. Maybe it's to get people, maybe your objective is to get people to visit your website or your store in person or your store online. Then if that's your primary objective, then you would take advantage of this story section on your About page to help you do that, to help you achieve that goal. And if you work with me, you'll notice that I don't usually call goals goals. I did hashtag relationship goals for Claire and Jamie because that's a hashtag already. But I prefer to call them targets, which if we work and play together or you've heard me before, you'll know why. So, yeah, it will help you hit your business targets better if you're very strategic and intentional with that story section. Okay, so your About section, we talked about the categories. We said you can choose more than one, but Facebook's only going to show one main one. So choose the order if you have more than one category that your business is about very strategically. I would have preferred to put business coaching, as I said, Facebook does not have that as a category. And coach just seemed to not specific enough for right now. So I wanted business consultant to be first in the list. Again, very strategic, very intentional. Do the same thing with your page. Okay. With your username, be very strategic as well. A lot of people are making mistakes with this. We'll probably cover that on a separate training. If you do have want to include a start date that you officially started your business, you can edit this section and put that here. Do you have to? Not necessarily. Mine says my business sells goods or services online. Well, what if you only serve goods or services in person, locally, at a brick and mortar shop? Then this is not going to apply to you, right? So click the edit button and uncheck or untick the box, my business sells goods or services online, right? If your page represents a corporate office or headquarters, make sure you check that box. Okay? My business does work online around the world. Around the world in a day. So if you know what song that came from, without cheating or looking it up, put it in the comments. You will be awarded points. Okay, which as I've said earlier, you can save up and use later for a prize. So my business does sell services online, so I'm going to leave that box ticked. Okay, interest section. Personal interest, I put holistic business. You don't have to put something here, but if you're a solopreneur or a freelancer or a creative or a performer of some sort, then you might want to fill this out. Again, I'd have to work with you and play with you to learn more about your specific business and what would be best for your business to put in here to optimize this for you. For me, I put holistic business. Okay. Enter phone number. If your business has its own official phone number, go ahead and put that there. I recommend it not be your personal mobile phone number. unless you're using like a Google phone number or something and having calls forwarded to your personal cell number. Yeah. Okay. Because anybody on the internet can see this, and you want people who are strangers to be texting you or calling you day and night 24/7 to your personal mobile phone? I think not. But business phone number, if you have one, enter it here. Okay, Facebook chooses this. I told you this is your messenger chat way to contact you. What I didn't tell you was that Facebook actually comes up with that. You don't get to edit that. And you can see the little pop-up when I hover over the information icon here. It describes what that's for. Okay, we talked about the email address. If you have a professional email address, add it here, and then Facebook's going to require that you confirm it. I've already done so. That's why it says confirmed under mine. So if yours doesn't say confirmed yet, that's okay. You may need to click edit and you may need to confirm it, or it might say something like waiting to confirm, and you might have to click that and follow the directions and go check your email and click the confirmation link for Facebook to have you confirm that as your official business email address. Erin, what if I don't have a professional email address? Can I use a Gmail? Please, for the love of all that is holy, do not use a Gmail or a Hotmail or a Yahoo. Only put a professional email address there. Well, Erin, how can I get a professional email address? There are a few different ways. That's its whole post in and of itself. But usually, if you're using a self-hosted WordPress website, which I recommend anyway, you're going to be buying a domain name with that web hosting or to get web hosting. So mine's transformationaltechsupport.com. Yours might be, I'm the best singer in the world, or I'm the best web designer. Present party excluded, right? Present company excluded. Or you might be saying, Erin, I'm the best. I sell the best hotcakes in the South. Whatever it is that you sell, services, products, both, whatever it is. Try to get it in your business's name. Try to make it easy to spell. That's the one problem I have with this hipster generation. Nothing against hipsters directly, but it's a hipster trend to spell words in ways that they don't sound like. Like spelling Lyft, the car renting service, calling it or spelling it Lyft. Like, if you didn't know it was spelled that way, how the hell are you going to find that on the internet in a web search, right? You might accidentally stumble upon it looking up ride shares, but generally you wanted something that's easy to spell and remember. Now mine's kind of long. I don't prefer that it's Transformational Tech Support. I thought about calling it TT Support, and I started thinking people might not know what that means as far as the domain name. So for now, it's just this too long name, and even I misspell transformational sometimes. So mine is not the best example, but at least it's a professional email address and it's legitimate. But when you register your domain name, usually at a domain name registrar or at a web hosting site that also is a domain name registrar and can sell you a domain name, usually self-hosted websites, depending on who your web host is, and I do have recommendations. If you're interested, send me a message using the button at the top of my Transformational Tech Support page, or send me an email to Erin@transformationaltechsupport.com and say, just let me know that you want to know about the web hosts I was recommending. But anyway, many web hosts for self-hosted websites have the added feature of including email hosting accounts. Now there's some debate on, you shouldn't host your email accounts on the same server that hosts your website, and some don't care and some say it's a big deal. If you're a solopreneur and this is not a medium, small, or large business officially, then for your needs it might be okay as long as you're backing up the contents from your site, including your email accounts, or as long as your web server is doing that for you. So, web host. So here's the thing. Once you have the domain name registered to you, if you have a web hosting account for your website, who also offers the ability, the added feature of, one or more email hosting accounts, the one I use has unlimited email accounts allowed. Now, they can eat up server space if you get a ton of emails, so really think this through. It depends on you and your business. Again, this is why we work and play together, so I know how to customize it to you and your business and your needs. But basically, if you're a solopreneur, this generally can work for you. You can create an email account within on your web hosting server, and you can call it info@yourdomainname.com or support@yourdomainname.com or your name at yourdomainname.com. So if your name was Tracy, it could be, Tracy@tracyxyz.com. Okay, so that's how you do that. Oh, but Erin, I don't want to have to check a separate email account each day. Okay, then set up a forwarder in the same place you go in your, in your web hosting control panel, known as the C panel, and go and set up an email forwarder, or pay them to set it up for you, or pay your web designer to set it up for you, to go ahead and forward it to your Gmail or your Hotmail or your Yahoo or whatever your personal main email is. So your visitors will be sending it to info@thebestpizzaintheworld.com or support info@janesboutique.com. There used to be a store where I lived when I was a teenager called Not Just Plain Jane's, and they sold used women's clothing. And my friend and I, when we were walking to the store, we would pass it every day, and we would act silly and play around with emphasizing different words in Not Just Plain Jane's. So one day would be Not Just Plain Jane's, Not Just Plain Jane's, Not Just Plain Jane's, Not Just Plain Jane's. So no, you wouldn't know where that's from, so sorry you can't get any award points for that. Bonus points for that. That's just me being silly, and I digress. I apologize because this is a very long recording. Okay, so let's wrap it up. I hear you. So yeah, this is how you can get a domain name and then set up an email account for it and then have it forwarded. So you're showing a professional email address for your visitors, your customers, your clients. However, it's getting forwarded to your personal best email, like a Gmail or a Yahoo or a Hotmail or an Outlook.com or whatever. And that way, you don't have to have more than one email inbox you're checking every day. However, that being said, I do want to let you know this. You'll be able to receive the forwarded emails that way, but you won't be able to reply and have it show your professional email address unless you take another extra step, which is to create an alias or extra email account in your Gmail or your Hotmail or your Outlook.com or your Yahoo. They call them alias accounts. So you have to follow the directions or get help to do that. And then when you're composing a new email, say in Gmail, and you want to reply to somebody who wrote to you at your professional email address, you would click, there'd be a drop-down arrow next to the From button. Instead of saying from me at gmail.com, it would say from Erin at transformationaltechsupport.com. Okay, that way you can also be replying or responding from your professional email address too. But once you have the professional email address and you've tested it, that's the key, that's your golden nugget, then come to this page, add it in here, and confirm it and test it. Have some friends test it too. Have them come to your page, and or family or spouses or partners or whatever, even current clients or customers, and see if they're willing to test it for you and see if it works. Again, once you have a website, add that. We talked about that. Edit other accounts. What is that, Erin? You can add an account. I'm not going to do that right now. Okay, more info, aka we talked about this earlier, the mini about section, I like to call it. Real technical, right? Me and my big words. Your mini about section. So, ooh, you see that? if I hover over the I, it doesn't give me a pop-up like up here did. This gave me information, see? This one doesn't do anything, but the edit button vanishes. Look at that. That's ridiculous. Okay, so remember I said I wanted to jazz this up. So how can I do that? Could I maybe copy this and come over here and click edit from my mini about section and paste that in. Oops. Apparently I'm limited to, as you can see here, a brief summary of your page. The limit is 155 characters. Okay, so I cannot fit the whole thing, and now I remember why I didn't have it jazzed up before. See, you guys, I usually do things and then forget that I did them. There's almost always a method to my madness. So it's telling me basically there's a character limit, but it's not telling me how many over I was. It's just cut off everything I put there. So I help conscious. What if I change this to helping? Helping conscious blah 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 attract dreams customers. So I can't fit without selling their souls, right? Could I say, I guess my name doesn't have to be there if I take out the I from I help. So keep that in mind. This is a mistake I see most business owners making. Okay, they will say I help da 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 on their business page, but their business page isn't named after them. That's not the mistake. Your business page doesn't have to be named after you. Mine's not named after me. The mistake is this. They say I help, or I do this, or I da 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 da, and then they never say who the I is. So that's why I had my name there. So who the hell's I? Well, that's answered. It's this Erin Lloyd, whoever that is, right? So that's me, but if I didn't put that, they wouldn't know that. You wouldn't know that. So I'm going to have to tweak this. You're going to have to tweak your mini bio, mini about section for your page too. So this could be good enough. Helping, right? But I did like saying with ease, joy, we'll do an ampersand, and fun. Oh, look, I'm out of characters already. But I could delete my name since I took out the I, and now I should be able to fit fun. Helping conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and biz owners attract their dream clients, customers, and cash with ease, joy, and fun. I want to put more than they ever thought possible. Here's why this bothers me at Facebook. Look, they're not telling me which amount of characters I'm at now, so I have to, and this is going to happen for you too, you're going to just have to keep typing and typing and editing until you hit the magic number. But are they telling me which amount I'm at now? No. Do I want to stop and count each time? No. So let's see. We're playing this mad spin the wheel. I feel like I'm playing Russian roulette with Facebook. Okay, I exaggerate, but you get it. Helping conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and biz owners attract their dream clients, customers, and fun and cash. Clients, customers, and cash with ease, joy, and fun. I want to say more than they ever thought possible. I've already had to abbreviate with more ease, joy, and fun than, see, it stopped right there at than. So apparently I can't put in without selling out or losing their souls and fit that. Apparently I can't say with more ease, joy, and fun than they ever thought possible. So, I mean, could I technically take out these spaces in front of spiritual, in front of the other emojis? Yeah. But why bother if it's not going to let me fit more? So I'll just say helping conscious, spiritual, and heart-centered entrepreneurs and biz owners. And somebody said to me, well, I don't think you need heart-centered because most people know that conscious means heart-centered. But then I've talked to other people and they've said to me, well, what do you mean by conscious? And then I've talked to other people and they've said, well, if somebody's heart-centered, they might be spiritual. So everybody has their own interpretation of these particular words. Did I just swallow a bug? Sorry, guys. That was super strange. And by the way, if you're hearing that noise, it's my crazy ceiling fan again. So I do vary the wording I use. Oftentimes I'll just say conscious, okay, business owners. But for the main page and for a website, you want to be as specific as possible and as effective as possible with the little amount of characters and space we have here in this mini about section where they say describe your page. So you can see add 1 to 2 sentences to describe to help people better understand what you offer. So this isn't even a sentence, it's a phrase, right? But this is good enough to circle back to the beginning for now. Now look at it. Doesn't this look a lot more visually appealing and attractive than the version that had no emojis, right? And it's a lot more descriptive too. Because your eye might just ignore this. Heaven forbid we read a part of a sentence these days, right? So your eye's going to go to here. Oh, that means magic. Magical. Your eye might go to here. That means love and magic. Love and light. Love and miracles, which I'm all about. I'm also got a very practical, grounded side, you guys. That's why we do inner and outer game. So then you might come over here and you see a bag of cash. Oh, I know what that bag of cash means. So you don't even have to read what it says. You could just think, oh, magic, love, and cash. That sounds good to me. Right? And then you see over here, leap your biz, quantum leap your biz. Right? So you get the gist good enough here. Okay, so now you know how to optimize. Oh, I forgot all these. Darn it. We're at 2 hours, so I want to hurry up. Yeah, I know. Hurry up now, Erin. Very funny. Haha. Okay, so edit affiliation. If you hover over the eye, it should tell you what that means. But does it? No, not for me. So let's click it. Affiliation. There is none. Okay, edit members. So if you have team members, like a virtual assistant or an OBM, or employees who also manage this page for you, you can add them here. Okay. Edit impressum. Says this is an optional field in certain countries such as Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. Businesses may be required by law to include a statement of ownership on their web presence. The limit is 2,000 characters. So I leave mine blank, but if you're in one of those countries that requires it by law, then you'll need to put something there that's relevant. Edit company overview. Hold on. Again, nothing's happening, nothing's popping up or clicking. I'm tapping, I'm clicking, nothing. Nada. Zilch. Zero. Zed. So edit founding date. This iteration of my business came into fruition in, I think, either December of last year or January of this year. But I've been doing business since 2013 officially. So I decided not to put a founding date for now. And I'm not required to, so I'm not going to do it. You can't make me edit biography. Well, if you are choosing the category instead of, say, coach or consultant of public figure, because maybe you're multi-passionate like me and you're a speaker and an author and a coach and this and that, or an athlete who's intending to become famous, or you already are well known, or you're an influencer, whatever the reason, if you're a public figure solopreneur instead of a company, then you might want to add your biography here in the edit biography section. And they usually, if I recall, if memory serves, Facebook usually allows you more. Let's see. Yeah, there's no character limit showing. If I recall, you can put a long biography there. So that'd be like your long bio, and this would be like your short or mini bio. Okay, or as I called it, high-tech fancy words, mini about section. Then, of course, if you've won any awards, it's pretty clear what the award icon is. Click Edit Awards and add them here. If they're relevant. If you won a swimming medal in high school and you're a fishing instructor now, the only thing they really have in common is water. Maybe if you, how about this? How about you were a lifeguard and you won an award for saving a life, and now you're a scuba diver instructor? Well, it would impress me if I'm potentially looking at who I want to hire for my scuba diving first time experience to read that you won an award for saving somebody's life as a lifeguard when you were younger, because that means that you know how to swim really well, and that if I got into an emergency situation, you'd be more likely to be able to help save my life than a scuba diver who hadn't. Okay, so you really want to look at what sets you apart from your competition and make sure you incorporate that into all of these different components of your About page on Facebook. Same with your website. Okay. Edit gender. Again, if I hover or click on the I, no information comes up, so Facebook needs to get rid of that icon. But okay, so if you're a public figure and you happen to identify as male or female and you feel it's relevant for your dream clients and customers, you can put that in here if you want. And Facebook's kind of moving with the times here. They have, look at all these choices: female, male, neutral, plural, plural male, plural female, plural mixed. I don't even know what plural mixed means. Does that mean you identify as both male and female? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Plural neutral, I don't even know what that means. Or unspecified. Yes, I'm a woman, right? But I don't just work with women, and so it's not really necessary here for me to put my particular gender on this section, so I've left mine on unspecified. Again, this depends on you, your business, the name of your business, who you serve, and how and why. That's a golden nugget for you. And the relevancy to your audience of whether you need to select a gender there or not. By the way, if we come back to my story note or document, I have my picture here. I think you could tell I'm a woman in this picture, right? And hopefully you could tell from my voice, even though it's kind of gravelly and not as, I've never liked my voice. Well, I shouldn't say never. I don't usually like it. It sounds gravelly and kind of froggy to me a lot of the time. So it's not something that's especially pleasing to me. I can modulate it because I've done a lot of phone service work. That sounded funny. No, I wasn't a phone sex operator. That would be funny though. So I can modulate my voice as needed. Clearly I haven't done that too much on this call. I've a little bit when I've expressed excitement and changed tone and frequency and excitement, see, but I haven't been too let the gravelly sound of it stop me this time. Even my mumbling that I occasionally do and stumbling through my words, I haven't let it stop me in this recording. Okay, so the point is, from my voice and my picture, it's pretty clear I'm a woman. If you've ever heard my videos, it's pretty clear. Most people know that Erin, if they've heard that name, is a female name, mostly. Although somebody from Kenya told me that Erin means, what did he tell me it means? What did he say it means? Happy? I forget, but it was something that I really found was very complimentary. And maybe guys are named Erin there too. Maybe it's neutral gender there. But I think in English-speaking countries, most people, I think, know that Erin is a female name. So do I really need to, when I sign off on my posts, I usually sign Erin or Erin Lloyd. So do I really need to put my gender here is my point. No, I do not, and I choose not to. But you have to decide what's going to be most relevant for your business and your audience and yourself, right? And if you're representing an entire company, whether it's a small business, medium, or large business, or just yourself as a solopreneur, right? Okay. Edit products. Again, nothing hovers when I click or hover over the I. No pop-up. So edit products, click it. Pretty self-explanatory. If you sell products. Talked about the menu and adding it if you sell foods. I had a free session with a woman who's a vegan baker, and so obviously she would want to take advantage of this menu section. And you can see you can do a photo or PDF, link to a website menu. That's what I would recommend. If you have a bakery or a restaurant or a bar that sells food, link to the website's menu. Only use the other things if you don't yet have a website menu. This is your golden nugget there. Edit personal information. Anything pop up on the eye? No. Did we just do that one? No, we skipped that one. So personal information. What possible personal information could you need to put there that you haven't already put? I don't really can't think of anything off the top of my head that you would need to put there. Edit privacy policy. Now this one is going to be especially appropriate if you live in the European Union due to their privacy, general data protection, GDRP, general data, oh my gosh, I just forgot, wait a minute. It's a general data registration protection, something of that sort. That happened a few months ago. Then you might want to put a link to your website's privacy policy here. Okay. And you don't even have to do business live in the European Union. Your business could be registered in America, even if you don't live in America, by the way. That's your other golden nugget. If you have clients or customers in the European Union on your website, you do need to have some sort of privacy policy now, which reminds me I need to update my websites. And so I've never heard them say that you have to update your Facebook business pages privacy policy. I haven't heard that yet, but I'm assuming you probably do. So if you do business in the European Union, you probably will just want to paste the link to your website's privacy policy page here and then save it. Better safe than sorry. Okay, so in my own way, some of these recording trainings are basically their own version of master classes, but I haven't officially called them that because they're not the way my ego and perfectionist mind would like them to be set up for a master class. For instance, I have an upcoming master class called The 5 Elements of Conscious and Prosperous Business You Love, or Conscious and Prosperous Biz You Love, and I recorded that months ago. But it's not the way I want it to be in the format I want it yet. So until I figure that out, and I'm going to have to take imperfect action on that one and get her done. So I'm going to have to follow up with that soon. But for now, that is going to be going out to anybody who's on my email list, by the way. So if you want to be notified when that's available, that 5 elements to a conscious and prosperous biz you love, make sure you use the message button at the top of my page. Again, I know you don't see it here. That's because I'm signed in. But when you go to my page, you will see it. Use that to send me a message and let me know if you'd like to be added to my email list. Excuse me. And that I have your permission to add you to it manually and contact you that way. Okay, so down here at the bottom, again, you see the categories business consultant and coach. So your categories, if you have more than one or any, will be down here as well. And again, you choose those way up here. Okay, so this has been Erin Lloyd on how to optimize your Facebook business pages about section, why you'd want to do it, and how to optimize it for your business and your audience. Again, I had to be very general here and use my own page as an example, as a for instance, as an if you will, because I don't know you or your specific business, right? Unless you're one of my clients already. So here's the thing. To get customized advice for your specific about page, that's something we will do when and if we work and play together in my one-on-one services. So how can you do that? I'm glad you asked. Ha ha ha. So first I want to make sure that since you're at my page, make sure you've liked it and are following it. So make sure you've liked it. If you've liked it, it will say liked with the thumbs up. If it just says like, then click it to like the page. Then over here, hover over following and click on see first. Apparently I didn't set my own page to see first because I have too many in there, so I've got to fix that. But yeah, make sure you check to see first for my posts, and Facebook's more likely to show you posts when I publish them. I try to publish at least once a week to this page. So also, if you know other business owners, solopreneurs, creatives, entrepreneurs, freelancers who would benefit from my services and or content, like these training videos that you've been privy to for free, please share this page with them using the share button. You can also click this horizontal menu, the three dots here, and you won't see everything I see here, but you will see pin to shortcuts. Make sure you click to pin it to your shortcuts. Okay. Also, use the invite friends button and invite business owners to like this page as well, if you know some who would like it. By the way, if you ever want to create a milestone for your business, like if you've been in business for 2 years, you can come onto this menu yourself and click Create Milestone. Okay, you want to see what that looks like really quickly? Here you go. Okay, so want to make sure you've liked and followed my page, that you've pinned it to your shortcuts, and that you've checked under following to see the page first, which is again here. Tap or click it to make sure you have it set to see posts from my page first in your newsfeed. That's what that means. Okay, so how can you come in and work and play with me? If you're like, Erin, I already know I want to work and play with you one-on-one. Let's get this party started. Then there are 2 ways to do that currently. One is through my year-long one-on-one Quantum Leap Your Business Intuitive Coaching and Healing Program, where we include my aforementioned holistic business breakthrough system. And even with that system, again, it's just a loose structure. It bends and flexes as needed. The coaching is totally customized to you and your business and business needs to help you quantum leap your business with more ease, joy, fun, flow, and freedom than you ever thought possible. So, how can you get started with that? If you already know you want to work with me, I'm going to save you some time and give you a shortcut. What is it? Come to my page, click on my story so that you're seeing the document, and click the link I told you about earlier to apply for the free session. Because this may be a long video training, but it was value packed. Am I right? So it was a little silly. I had a few little digressions, but it was value packed, right? And now you can stand above your competition because you have me on your side, and now you know how to optimize your business page, and they probably don't. So if I provide all of this in my free training videos and my blog posts and my Facebook posts, imagine what you'll get when we work and play together. So the first step, if you already know, if you're already feeling me, if you already know I'm the one for you, then make sure that you meet these criteria again here on the story page. Okay, 100% committed to quantum leaping your biz, all in, completely coachable, hungry to make a positive impact and difference and to succeed, and ready to invest money, time, and energy in your success. If that's you and you know already you want to work with me, click this link or go to http://bit.ly, which is again ly like yellow, /quantum leap your biz, B-I-Z, app, and complete the super short, easy application. Okay, if you're like, Erin, I don't even need the free session, it sounds great, but I don't need it, I already know I want to hire you, I'm working with you, let's get started. I still want you to fill out the application, and you still have to meet those criteria. So if you meet those criteria and complete the application, when I contact you by email to schedule your free session, if you already know you want to work with me, just let me know. Hey, I already know I want to work with you. I don't even need the free session. I'd love to have it, but I don't need it to know you're the one for me. You're the one that I want. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Bonus points if you put that in the comments, what movie that's from, without looking it up or cheating. Okay, so if you already know I'm the one you want to work with and play with in my Quantum Leap Your Business year-long one-on-one coaching and healing program, then complete the super short, easy application if you meet all of these criteria here, and then I will email you to schedule your session, and you could reply and say, you know what, I don't even need the free session, though it sounds great and I want it. I don't need it. I already know that you're the one that I want. How soon can we get started and schedule my first official coaching session, and what is the investment? Right? So if you're wondering that, I have 2 ways to enroll in that Quantum Leap Your Business Intuitive Coaching and Healing Program. One of them is a full pay option for the year, and it allows you to receive 2 extra bonuses. Oh, but Erin, you haven't mentioned other bonuses. Surprise, bonuses come with my regular year-long program as it is. These are just 2 extra bonuses you get if you decide to enroll with the full pay option, and that is that you receive a super potent transformational VIP day with me. It's currently valued at $7,777 US dollars, and you get it for free if you work with me one-on-one in my Quantum Leap Your Business year-long intuitive coaching and healing program as a bonus just for full paying for the year. And it can be done in person or via online sessions. If you want to do it online, it can be a one online long day of 7 to 8 hour session, or broken into 2 half days for your VIP session. VIP day, for those of you who don't know, are equivalent to months or sometimes a year or more of coaching in one. They're super laser focused and concentrated and customized for you and your needs. So that's just bonus number 1. There's a second bonus I won't go into right now if you full pay for the year. So yes, there's the one-on-one coaching and healing program, one of a kind, cutting edge, revolutionary, transformational, Quantum Leap Your Business. And the 2 ways to enroll, again, full pay, which comes with 2 bonuses, special bonuses, including the $7,777 VIP day, which you get for free if you full pay, and the second bonus I won't go into right now. Plus, if you full pay for the year, you save $5,000 over the regular investment. Woo! Ah. Okay, there's also a monthly payment plan for the year. It is a contract. It's a year-long contract. That's the only way you can work with me in that program. However, it's a subscription plan where you're automatically billed every month, a monthly payment plan. And yes, you'll get the regular bonuses that come with that program, but you will not receive the VIP day for free or the second bonus, and you will not save $5,000. You will not collect Pasco and collect $200. If you know what that's from, tell me in the comments without looking it up and earn bonus award points. Woohoo! Okay, so, well, Erin, I may be interested in that. I'm not sure yet. I don't even know the cost of investment yet. What's the first step? Again, first step is make sure you meet these criteria. If you do, click the link to apply for your free session to learn how I can help you Quantum Leap Your Business. Okay? Easy, quick. How's it get any better than that? Erin, you mentioned the second way of working with you one-on-one. What is that? Well, I mentioned the VIP day just now. You can choose to invest if you meet these criteria. You still have to meet these same criteria, okay, that you see on the screen. If you meet those criteria and I feel I can truly help you to Quantum Leap Your Business, you still have to take the first step, which is to complete the quick, easy application using this link, bit.ly/quantumleapyourbiz app, APP. And if I feel I can help you and you're a match, then you can choose to work with me one-on-one in a VIP day, and I sell that as a VIP day package. So that usually includes a pre-session call, 1 or 2 intake forms and assessments. They're easy and can even be fun, so no reason to dread those or anything like that. They just help me to help you transform your business dreams into reality easier and better, and to customize your particular specific VIP day needs. Then there's the VIP day itself, either in person or done virtually, as I've said. And then there's a follow-up phone call session for your VIP day afterward. So it's a whole package that consists of a pre-call, the VIP day itself, the post-call, and some forms and assessments before the VIP day. Again, that's not a clock ticking, that's my annoying ceiling fan, sorry for the noise. So, that's currently valued at $7,777 US dollars. If you're in for that, but you're not yet ready to work one-on-one for a whole year at a time, then make sure you meet all the criteria, complete the application, quick, easy application. If I feel I can help you, I will schedule that pre-call with you, and then we will go from there and start scheduling your pre-call, your VIP day itself, whether you want to do it online or virtually or in person, and scheduling your post-call. after your payment has been processed. But again, I'm not going to just work with anybody. You have to be heart-centered, spiritual, and or conscious. You have to be all in. You have to be committed to quantum leaping your business, completely coachable, and the other things I mentioned that are criteria. But remember, you get that VIP day for free if you choose to work with me one-on-one for a year at a time and full pay. So why not do that and get to have your cake and eat it too, guilt-free, right? Because it's metaphorical cake. And have the best of both worlds with the VIP day plus the transformational, cutting edge, revolutionary, transformational, and groundbreaking, earth-shattering quantum leap your business intuitive coaching and healing program, right? So I say, why not have your cake and eat it too, especially when it's guilt-free. So if you're resonating, if you meet all the criteria, your first step to work with me one-on-one is to apply by going to bit.ly/quantumleapyourbizapp and completing the quick and easy app, and I'll get back to you usually within 2 weeks. And let me know. Also, feel free to shoot me an email to Erin at transformationaltechsupport.com, or better yet, go to my Facebook business page, like and follow it, click to see first, pin it to your shortcuts, send me a message with the button at the top of the page and let me know. Erin, I already know I want to work with you. What's the cost of investment for your 1 year thing? And again, you have to meet all those criteria for me to even consider working with you, right? And we do have to have an introductory call to make sure that I really can help you quantum leap your business. So it doesn't have to be online business. It can be a brick and mortar. It can be with products. But we need to know your particular situation, and we do that with the first step of the application, and then usually a first intro call, and then we'll take it from there. But if you already know you'd rather have the VIP day separately, or you already know you'd rather work with me one-on-one for a year at a time, and full pay, and receive the VIP day for free and the second bonus for free and save $5,000 over the monthly payment plan, then feel free to email me or message me and let me know that as well. So thanks for sharing your time with me. Please let me know what you found most valuable about this week's training in the comments. And please share the love. So give me some love with the hearts. Give me some thumbs ups if you're watching it on YouTube. Comment and let us know what you found most valuable. Share this video with other business owners, entrepreneurs, creatives, freelancers you think would benefit from it. And oh, I also have a referral program, by the way, that you can actually earn actual cash by referring other entrepreneurs and business owners to come and work and play with me. You don't earn the cash just by referring them. They have to either invest in my VIP day package or to work with me one-on-one in my Quantum Leap Your Business year-long coaching and healing program. And we go from there, and you can earn 5% of that investment for referring them to me. So that it's a win-win-win for everybody involved, because that's how I like to roll. That's how I roll, yo. So until next time, this has been Erin Lloyd from Transformational Tech Support, transforming your business dreams into reality. Excuse me, I am so embarrassed by these little burps from this energy moving, but I just haven't been able to get to the mute button on time. Again, I apologize. Okay, until next time, bye for now.